Now, coming to question number 110, consider the following statement. Statement number 1 is, signs of thalassemia major usually develop after 6 months of age. So, this is correct statement. So, there is a child who is born with a thalassemia major can remain without any signs till 6 months of age. And at the 6th month, the signs can appear. Why? The reason is that because it is the 6th month when the hemoglobin, the fetal hemoglobin that the child was having in the fetal period until 6 months of age will switch to adult hemoglobin, that is the HbA. But in the thalassemia major, the adult hemoglobin cannot be formed. So now the symptoms of anemia will start to develop. So this is the time when hemoglobin synthesis switches from hemoglobin A to hemoglobin A. So both are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation of the statement 1. So answer will be A. Coming to question number 111. Which of the following publications is or are brought out by the WHO, International Organization, WHO? So option number 1 is CD alerts. This is wrong. CD alert is actually brought by Indian organization, that is NCDC, National Center for Disease Control. So this is by the NCDC. So first is wrong. Why? Because it is by the NCDC India. Then morbidity and mortality weekly report. So this is by the USA CDC, Center for Disease Control. So this is by USA CDC, Center for Disease Control. So this is again wrong. Now weekly epidemiological record, yes, this is by the WHO. So this is by the WHO. So third is correct. So only 3 will be correct. So answer will be D, 3 only. So CD alert is by the NCDC India, and morbidity and mortality weekly report is by the US. 112th is, as per the basic model of a nuclear family life cycle, consider the following phases: contraction, dissolution, extension, formation. And we have to put it in the correct sequence. So first of all, what are the basic phases? What are the phases of the nuclear family life cycle? So first of all, there will be a husband and wife. They will be married together. So first of all, there will be marriage. So husband and wife will be married together. So there will be marriage. And after marriage, there will be the birth of first child. So there will be birth of first child. And then we will say that now the family has formed. So this is the stage of formation. So formation phase of the life cycle of the family is from marriage to birth of the first child. Then after the birth of first child, then there will be birth of the last child. So the phase from the birth of the first child till the birth of the last child, this is known as the extension. That is, the family is now extending. So there is extension of family. Then after the birth of the last child till the time the first child leaves home. The first child may leave home because of education, because of employment, etc. So that is known as the third stage, that is the complete extension. So complete extension will occur till the time the first child will leave home. Then after first child leaves home, then the last child will leave home. Last child leaves home. So now the contraction has started. So this phase will be known as the contraction phase of contraction. Then last child leaves home. Now the mother and father are alone. No children is there at the home. So any of them, the father or the mother, may die. So any of partner, that's the father of mother, may dies. So this phase is known as the fifth phase. This is known as the complete contraction. Once now because one partner has died, now the second partner will die. So death of the second partner, the left second partner. Now there is no family. So this is known as the stage of dissolution. So that family whose story we were talking about is no more. So the family has dissolved. So these are the phases. We can read it here. Formation is from marriage to birth of first child. Extension from birth of first child to birth of last child. Complete extension, birth of last child to first child leaves home. Then contraction is first child leaves home. Then last child leaves home of parents. then complete contraction, last child has left home of parents, then first spouse dies, dissolution, first spouse died, so death of the survivor, that is extinction. So now these are the stages. So formation, extension, complete extension, contraction, complete contraction, dissolution. These are the 6 stages of the life cycle. They are asking for to arrange them. So among these 4, formation will come first. So 4, formation will come first, then your extension, then your third extension will come second, extension, then your contraction will come first, then last is dissolution will come at the last. So dissolution. So answer will be 4, 3, 1 and 2. So the answer will be 4, 3, 1 and 2. 113th is, which among the following are characteristic of health education rather than propaganda? So we have to differentiate between health education and propaganda. So first is knowledge actively acquired rather than instilled. This is correct, because if you have to instill the information, then you are doing propaganda, not the health education. Second is appeals to emotion rather than reason. This is wrong, because if you have to appeal to emotions, you are doing propaganda. Health educations are scientific principles. You have to appeal to reasons of the people. People can ask you the questions, they can ask you for the reasons. So health education appeals to reason, not emotions. Third is, they are behavior centered rather than information centered. So this is correct. You don't have to just put the information, you have to change also the behavior. So third will be correct. Arouse and stimulate primitive desire rather than discipline them. No, disciplining them is through health education. The propaganda is going to arouse and stimulate the primitive desire. So fourth is also wrong. So correct will be 1 and 3rd. So these are the characteristics of the health education. Now coming to other 114th question. Consider the following statement regarding LNG20 or Mirena. So LNG20, levonorgestrel 20 Mirena. First is a T-shaped intrauterine device. This is correct. Filled with natural hormone progesterone. No, it's a synthetic progesterone. So levonorgestrel is a synthetic progesterone. So first is wrong. Second is, it is associated with a low pregnancy rate, 2 per 1000 women. This is correct. This is the data from the PARC, which is said 0.2 per 100 women. So this is correct data. So third is, it is associated with large number of ectopic pregnancy. No, it decreases ectopic pregnancy. It decreases ectopic pregnancy. Fourth is, it is associated with lower menstrual blood loss as compared to copper iodide. Yes, this is correct. So it has various advantages, like it is going to do the lower pregnancy rates, it is also decreasing the ectopic pregnancy, it is also decreasing the menstrual blood loss. But the only disadvantage, that is, it is very costly to put in any health program. So that's the problem. So second and fourth are correct. So 2 and 4 are the correct statement. Now, coming to 115, the one word question. The most common cause of maternal mortality in India is, so it is obstetric hemorrhage, that is APH plus PPH is obstetric hemorrhage. So this is the one of the most common cause of maternal mortality in India. Now 116th, again one word. In the National Malaria Control Program, you do indoor residual spray, means you are going to spray the insecticides inside the house. It is the primary method of vector control in the rural setting, in the villages. So which one of the following is the insecticide of choice? So it is a DDT. So DDT is the insecticide of the choice. Coming to 117. Consider the following statement with regard to selection of accredited social health activist ASHA under National Rural Health Mission. So first is, ASHA must be a woman, preferably in the age group of 18 to 25 years. No, she should be a woman from 25 years to 45 years of age. So first is wrong. Second, ASHA must have had formal education up to at least class 10. No, up to class 8th. So second is also wrong. Third is, ASHA must be a resident of the village. Yes, she must be resident of village. She should not leave the village, because we are going to train the ASHA. Once she left the village, all the training purpose gone into vain. So we want that ASHA must be a resident of the village. For this, ASHA may be a married, widowed or divorced woman. So this is correct, because if she is married, widowed or divorced woman, she will remain in the village only. But she is an unmarried woman. If she is an unmarried woman, she can, after marriage, she can go to another village. So that can become a problem. So ASHA may be a married, widowed or a divorced woman. So this is correct. So third and fourth are correct. One thing more, that ASHA should be selected from the disadvantaged community if we can, so that she can also give advantage to of the health policies of the programs to the disadvantaged community. Because if we will select from the advantaged groups, then it is possible that the people, that the ASHA workers from that community may not visit the houses of the disadvantaged community. So we do not want that. So these are some of the selection criteria. So 3 and 4 are correct. Now coming to the consider the following statement regarding the Central Drug Standard Control Organization, CDSCO, in India. It is headed by the Drug Controller General of India at the center. So let us go to the website of CDSCO. So this is headed by the Drug Controller General of India. This is from the website. So this is correct. So first is correct. Second is the CDSCO is a part of the Directorate of the Director General of Health Service, DGHS. So coming to website, it is written, it is under the Director General of Health Services and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So they are writing that the Central Drug Standard Control Organization under the Director General of Health Service, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. So it is under the Director General of Health Service, DGHS. And third is the CDSCO is under the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizer, Government of India. No, it comes under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So third is wrong. Fourth is the CDSCO has a network of several port offices for monitoring the import and export of drugs. So this is correct. It is writing on the website that it is headquarters located at FDA Bhavan, Kotla Road, New Delhi 102 110002, and also has 6 zonal offices, 4 sub-zonal offices, and 13 port offices, and 7 labs spread across the country. So this is correct. It is having ports, several ports. So fourth is correct. So answer will be 1, 2, and 4. So answer will be C, 1, 2, and 4. Coming to next question, 119. The National AIDS Control Organization, NACO. So NACO provides prepaid color-coded STI kits as a free supply to its designated STI clinics. Consider the following pairs. So you have to match that if it is matched correct or not. So they are writing the red one. So we know that the red one is for the herpes. So red is, we know the mnemonics like red appears danger. So danger is herpes, because herpes is not curable. You can only control that. It's not curable. Whenever only the symptom appear, you give the acyclovir. So it's herpes. So herpes is red. It is for urethral discharge. No, urethral discharge, you can remember urethral discharge just like the gonorrhea. The discharge will be green color. So kit will be green. So kit number 1, the gray kit. Urethral discharge, the kit is gray, not the red. So first will be wrong. Second is green vaginitis. So we remember vaginitis by the Trichomonas vaginalis. It gives the green color discharge. So this is correct. So by the green color discharge, green discharge. So second is correct. Third is white. The white is the color of syringe, and only kit in which we give syringe is for the syphilis or the chancroids. Syphilis, in which we give injection benzathine penicillin. So it is for the syphilis or chancre. It is matched with the inguinal bubo. No, inguinal bubo is for the black one. So the color for the inguinal bubo is black. So this is again wrong. So the only correct option will be 2, green, for the vaginitis. Coming to the STI kits. So kit number 1 is for the gray. Gray are the discharges: urethral discharge, vaginal discharge, paid for scrotal swelling, presumptive treatment. Kit number 2 is green. Green we can remember vaginal discharge, that is the Trichomonas vaginalis discharge. Kit number 3 is white for the injection, the syringe. So injection benzathine is given for the genital ulcer disease syndrome, for syphilis, or for the chancroids. Then if the person is allergic to benzathine penicillin, then we go for the kit number 4, or if the injection benzathine penicillin is not available, then we go for the kit 4. Kit number 5 is red appear danger, and danger is the herpes, because it's not curable. It can only be controlled and that through the acyclovir whenever the symptoms appear. Whenever it will be symptoms appearing, then only we will be giving the kit number 5, that is the acyclovir. Then if the kit number 6, it is the yellow kit. It is for the lower abdominal pain and for the pelvic inflammatory disease. Then we go for the kit number 7, that is the black kit. It is for the inguinal bubo or LGV proctitis under the anorectal discharge syndrome. Then you have the kit number 8, it is for the brown, because brown we can remember by the anorectal, that is the feces. The color of the feces is brown, so we can remember the kit number 8 is brown color. Now coming to the last question, the table below shows the result of ELISA test for the HIV infection. So we have the true infection status, that is infected, so those who are infected with HIV, and non-infected, which are not infected with HIV. Then we have the positive, what the ELISA is giving to be positive, and negative, what the ELISA is giving to be negative. So coming here, those who are infected and ELISA is giving them positive, it means they are the true positives. So they are the true positives. And those who are infected but ELISA is giving them to be negative, it means it is false negative. it is false negative. Then those who are non-infected but ELISA is giving them to be positive, it means they are false positive. They are false positive. And those who are not infected and ELISA is also giving them to be negative, it means they are true negative. They are true negative. So coming to here, now they are asking for the sensitivity and specificity. So what is sensitivity? Sensitivity means that those who are infected and should come positive, so that we do not miss that. If a test is more sensitive, we will not miss those who are infected. So sensitivity will be true positive upon true positive plus false negative. It means those who are infected. So true positive is 4900 upon true positive 4900 plus false negative 100. So it come out to be 4900 upon 5000 into 100. You can do by 100 multiply so that we can get in percentage. So this will be 490, or you can buy 2, so it will be 98%. So first is correct. So answer number 1 is correct. The sensitivity of this test is 98%. So this is correct. Now coming to specificity. What is specificity? Specificity, we do not want that if a person is HIV negative but the test is showing it to be HIV positive. So a test will be more specific if it gives the negative report to the person who is negative. So it will be true negative upon those who are given, those who are not infected. So it will be true negative plus false positive. So true negative will be 94050. Then again true negative 94050. False positive is 950. Come out to be 94050 upon 95000 into then 100, because we want that in percentage. 0.000000 comes out to be 99. So answer will be 99%. So this is also correct. So specificity of this test is 99%. So both are correct. Sensitivity is 98% versus 99%. So both the options are correct. So both the options are correct. So both 1 and 2 are correct. So answer will be C. Both